Facebook and Instagram are set for a big shake-up after Mark Zuckerberg announced sweeping changes to the social media platforms following Donald Trump's election win. Parent company Meta will stop using independent fact-checking organisations to moderate content, boost more political posts and remove restrictions on how people can talk about controversial topics like gender and immigration. Joining me now, former Facebook Australia boss Stephen Sheila. Stephen, good morning to you. Is this an irresponsible move by Mark Zuckerberg?
I think you could see it as irresponsible. There's no question that social media is going to get a little more kind of full of stuff that we don't necessarily want to see. Mark's admitted that himself. But this is clearly a political move. Mark's trying to get on side with the new Trump administration and pivot more to where Elon Musk is standing. So this is really about U.S. politics. It's not necessarily about the platform itself.
I mean, in the lead up to our election, can we expect more propaganda, more misinformation about politics in this country as a result of this?
Look, the changes in Australia will probably happen over time. I think there are some fact-checking contracts in place in Australia. They're gonna tail off over time. So this isn't happening tomorrow. It's going to happen over the course of the next months, maybe the course of the next year. So I don't think the impact in the election period will be that profound. But over time, you will see a change in the type of content that winds up in social media. And we all experience this every day. You see the certain types of content sort of surfaces up. Well, more types of content that'll be a little more controversial, perhaps, will probably wind up in most people's feeds.
Yeah, it's fascinating, Stephen. I don't understand what Mark Zuckerberg does. He promised this free and open platform with Facebook in particular and Instagram. He promised to connect the world. And gradually over time, he's just abandoned all of those goodwill measures and any responsibility, I'd suggest, around his platforms. Is he just interested in the money and the clicks and avoiding any sort of political controversy from Donald Trump here?
I think reasonable people can come down on both sides of this argument. This is a tough problem to solve. How do you moderate the problematic content on social media? There's one side that says, well, you should just let the users do it, the community do it. There's another side that says, no, third parties should be doing it, some sort of fact checkers. Facebook used to be community-based, and then it went to fact checkers. Now it's going back to community-based. And it's really just tacking with the political winds in the U.S. right now. Fact checkers is now a bad word in the U.S. political system, and Mark is really he's trying to get on side with Trump right now. That's all that's happening.
All right. Good to have you with us this morning, Stephen Sheila. Good to have your insight into this. You know how it all works.